Another complication in the city's water woes. Crews zero in on a trouble spot. Olympic energy.
I would say I'm always super excited for the Olympics.
Calgarians take some time to cheer on Canada's athletes. And adding them up.
This time of year, it's right before spring migration, so we get a snapshot of their populations.
The volunteer effort to understand our bird population.
CTV Calgary, local breaking news with Ian White.
Good afternoon. More Bears Paw feeder main concerns. Just meters from where the December water main break happened, an exit ramp along 16th Avenue has now been shut down. Kevin Fleming joins us from that area. So, Kevin, what has the mayor said about this latest issue?
Well, Ian, the westbound exit ramp from 16th Avenue to Sarcee Trail has been closed. That's after finding two segments of pipe had an enhanced level of deterioration. Now, the city says fiber optic monitoring detected a wire snap in two segments of the pipe. It's just west from where the pipe was replaced following December's feeder main break. Mayor Jeremy Farkas has warned that the entire feeder main is at a higher risk of failure until it is replaced. He says the ramp closure is out of an abundance of caution.
We had planned during the spring and the fall to shut down the pipe in order for us to be able to implement some of the reinforcement measures. So it's likely that this specific location will be top of mind for us as we get into the spring and fall for those proactive measures.
Now, no time frame has been given for how long the ramp will be closed, and until further notice, traffic is being detoured onto 29th Avenue in front of the Rona store. And the city says it's aiming to have the entire feeder main replaced by the end of the year. Ian?
Kevin, thanks very much. One person was taken to hospital in life-threatening condition after an assault this morning. Police have one person in custody. It happened around 6:20 in the 100 block of Rundle-Cairn Road Northeast. There's no word yet on what led to the assault or whether charges have been laid. Anyone with information is asked to contact police. An employee of a Shaughnessy nail salon and spa faces a sexual assault charge. Police say the victim visited Shaughnessy Nails Time Spa last month, and during the appointment for a waxing service, the victim alleges they were touched in a sexual manner without their consent. 41-year-old Than Tru Tran, who also goes by Kayla, is scheduled to appear in court April 9th. The Canada Border Services Agency has seized more than 1,000 kilograms of drugs at the Coots border crossing. In late November, nearly 500 kilograms of cocaine and several kilos of suspected heroin were found inside a commercial truck carrying a load of beverages heading for Calgary. In early December, two trucks were searched. One had 300 kilograms of cocaine. The other had 200 kilos of meth. All three drivers were arrested for smuggling. Canada's energy minister says he's confident federal and Alberta officials will hit upcoming deadlines in a deal that could shape the future of the province's oil and gas industry. Mark Valentine is live in southwest Calgary with more. And Mark, the minister held a keynote address in our city today, placing Alberta at the center of Canada's energy future.
Yes, Ian. Minister Tim Hodgson repeatedly emphasized the need for speed, investment certainty, as well as export diversification during a time that he calls very much a lot of global instability and uncertainty. Now, he also framed a recently signed memorandum of understanding between Alberta and Ottawa as a key opportunity for exporting, a strong blueprint as well that he called the chance to get a pipeline out to the West Coast, too. Now, that deal, of course, comes with a number of different conditions, a laundry list of deadlines set for April 1st, including agreements on methane emissions, industrial carbon taxes, and environmental impact assessments. Now, Hodgson reiterated that deadline is still realistic, saying negotiations are ongoing, that he understands what's at stake, and he knows Canadians want to see action. Now, that includes hitting climate targets by 2050, as well as an agreement with the Pathways Alliance to build a multi-billion-dollar underground carbon capture storage facility. Now, Hodgson also highlighted the push to fast-track energy infrastructure across the country, spearheaded by a new major projects office in Calgary.
A country that cannot supply its own energy process its own minerals, or build its own infrastructure cannot be truly sovereign. That is why we are diversifying energy exports so Canada is never beholden to a single market, while investing in domestic energy and mining industries so we can be our own best customer.
Now, in a statement, Alberta's Premier says she's encouraged by the conversation today with Canada's Energy Minister, saying that the negotiations for a pipeline are still ongoing, and we expect to hear more details in the coming months. Now, some of the big players, though, are still staying out of this. Enbridge announcing this morning in its earnings call that it is reluctant to help fund such a major project, a pipeline from Alberta to the Pacific Coast. They cited regulatory challenges as well as political uncertainty. Ian.
Thank you, Mark. Calgary Energy Company says it has pinpointed the cause of a leak in the Keystone Pipeline in North Dakota last spring. Southbow says the pipe likely developed a crack while being transported before the pipeline was built. That crack grew over the 15 years the pipe was in service. About 3,500 barrels of oil spilled on farmland. The investigation was done by a third-party contractor. If you're looking to get into the Olympic spirit this weekend, you may want to head out to Winsport. That's the site of Team Canada Fan Fest, where workers are busy putting the finishing touches up this morning. The event is free and is truly interactive, for the fans will get to try out several Winter Olympic sports. They may even get a chance to participate with an Olympian. Several will be on hand to promote their sport and sign autographs, including two-time gold medalist John Morris.
We're going to have some demos, some live demos. You can watch the Olympics here with a bunch of other Olympians. And we're just celebrating the Olympic spirit in the hopes of maybe sparking an Olympic interest in the next generation. Just going to have a great Olympic energy and can't wait to be part. I'm going to be here with my family on Saturday, so come on down. We can try curling, or I'll even lace up my skates and get skating with you.
Team Canada Fan Fest at Winsport runs Saturday and Sunday from 9 to 5. And Olympic fans may also want to check out a new sports festival debuting in our city. Alicia Fieldberg joins us from the BMO Centre. So, Alicia, what's going on there this weekend?
Well, Ian, people in Calgary can check out the Good Games Festival while also watching the Winter Games in Milano Cortina. Down here at BMO, there are dozens of sports all bunched together in this room. You can watch world champions compete in sports yourself or try out something new for the first time. Now, some of these are sports that you already see in the Olympics. Others you might see there soon, including tech ball. That's a combination of soccer and ping pong, and it is one of the fastest growing sports and was in the running for the upcoming LA Olympics, but didn't quite make the cut this time. And many Calgarians here are also following Team Canada, and the Olympics are also drawing crowds to pubs at unconventional hours. Bars can apply for extended liquor service for Olympic medal events and non-medal Team Canada hockey games. Both the Winter Games and the Good Games are promoting the benefits of being active and creating community.
You get a bigger feel of what a sporting event is like beyond just one sport. You can come here and watch and experience and try.
Just as Canadians, I think there's always that sense of overwhelming pride during this time, and I think it still brings that camaraderie and that sense of excitement for everybody.
Going on behind me right now, there is wheelchair rugby. As I said, dozens of sports that you can check out here until 10 o'clock tonight, and then all day tomorrow and Sunday, and the event is entirely free. Ian?
Thanks very much, Alicia. Danielle joins us now, and of course a lot of people would like to get involved in outdoor winter sports. They just need the weather for it, right?
Oh yeah, and that's next week, you know?
It's coming.
Shoveling, parkas, skiing, all the wintry outdoor stuff that you can handle. We're going to drop significantly temperature-wise on Tuesday, but Mother Nature is going to hold off and give us more spring-like stuff for this long weekend. 5 degrees is the temperature at the moment. Earlier today, we got up to a high of 7. Your 24-hour forecast is brought to you by Fifth Avenue Volkswagen, family-owned, community-driven. Discover more at Fifth Avenue Volkswagen. Tomorrow to kick off the day, wind chills back. Not significant, but -7 is what it will feel like around 8 a.m. Then in the afternoon, 4 degrees as our high. There is a small chance of an isolated flurry in the city. That's just a taste of what's to come in. For your longer range forecast, the cold one's coming up.
Thanks, Danielle. For film fans, there's a new festival on the horizon. Still to come, Hopes for Growth in an event featuring Indigenous filmmakers. And fire investigators are looking into 2 fires that broke out in different parts of the city this morning. Also, if you have a news tip, text us at 10400. The investigations into the cause of 2 fires this morning continue. The most recent one started at about 6:45 on Temple Close in the northeast. The fire was contained to a garage and a shed, each with extensive damage. The other fire happened just after 4 a.m. on Bow Crescent in the northwest. Crews found a shed fully engulfed in flames. Investigators say there were also some downed power lines and damage to the next door neighbor's fence. There were no injuries reported, and the shed was near a home that was boarded up. Alberta Wildfire says it's too early to tell what this year's fire risk will be.
What's here today is not going to be as important as what we see on the ground as we get into like mid to late March and into early April.
Alberta Wildfire says any snow that's melting now won't soak into the ground since it's still frozen. Wildfire season officially starts March 1st, but there have been 4 new fires since the start of the year. 282 hectares have burned, mostly in the Rocky Mountain House Forest area. So we're already getting these fires. We could use with some snow. It would be very helpful.
Right, we need a lot of moisture. And March is typically the snowiest month.
That's right.
So let's hope we get a lot of snow to shovel in March. And, we'll get some mussels out of it, right? Okay, Skywatch weather camera. It's a stunning day today. We had a couple weeks of false spring, and now we're going to be thrown back into winter. So shoveling will be a thing next week, and the big parka, because temperatures will drop a lot. We're going to hold on to the warmth, though, or some of it anyway, for long weekend. All right, the winds were not excessive today, but on the breezy side, that's what helped get our temperatures up today. But it wasn't as strong in most communities as it was yesterday. So temperatures were about 2 degrees on average cooler than normal in southern Alberta. And in fact, this is look at daytime highs. Milk River got to 6 today. Yesterday got to 14. So that's quite a difference. We got to 9 in Calgary yesterday, today 7. All right, looking at current temperatures as we start to dip down for the night a little bit. 5 is the temperature in the city. That's what's registering at the airport. 8 in Lethbridge, 5 in Medicine Hat. All right, so radar and satellite. The key thing is where the jet stream is in this ridge of high pressure, and that's going to slump to the south. So it already has started to slump to the south. This is the top edge of the ridge of high pressure. It was all the way up in the territories for about a couple of weeks and is now moving down. This is the storm track, so it's allowing the cloud cover to start to roll in, especially to central Alberta, and this moisture as well. And as this shifts down over us tomorrow, we have the potential, small chance in Calgary, but we do have the potential of a couple snowflakes even. Nothing compared to what we're getting next week. Just a little quick burst of it to remind you that it's winter. There you go, the jet stream slumping down. This is going to allow much cooler air mass to roll in and stay in for a longer period of time. So futurecast, let's head to tomorrow, and you can see the snow building into the mountains, mixed precipitation in the far south, but for us in the city, by the supper hours, we have a decent chance of seeing a few flurries. It shouldn't be anything really that we have to shovel. This is just a quick little reminder that it's winter. The real significant weather that we will have to shovel arrives on Tuesday. All right, then it clears out for Sunday. So longer range forecast for you. 4 degrees for tomorrow for Valentine's Day. And again, that small chance of flurries, especially in the late afternoon hours and through the supper hours. Mainly sunny on Sunday and 5 degrees and holding on just barely to above normal and above freezing temperatures. 1 is expected for Family Day Monday. The clouds will start to increase. By Tuesday, check this out, a high of -8, 5 to 7 centimeters of snow possible. And Wednesday, a high of -12.
Thanks, Danielle. The inaugural Okiyea Corral Film Festival celebrating Indigenous film kicks off in Calgary today. A reception and awards ceremony was held at the Confluence, formerly Fort Calgary. Over 3 days, the festival will showcase filmmakers from the Treaty 7 territory and Indigenous storytellers from across Alberta, BC, the Yukon and the Northwest Territories. Those behind the film festival say they're very proud it's finally getting off the ground and are excited for the future.
Where we want to go is to actually be a part of the film community in a much more in-depth take with them, you know what I mean, is moving forward with the bigger leagues like Calgary International Film Festival, Calgary Underground Film Festival.
Each festival evening will include screenings and panel discussions in hopes of fostering meaningful dialogue between filmmakers and audiences. It's all happening this weekend at the Globe Cinema. It is a big weekend for the flower business. Coming up, we'll check out whether Canadians are in a spending mood this Valentine's Day. Inflation in the U.S. appears to be taking a breather. Joining me is Liana Wachniak, investment advisor with the Popwich Karmali Advisory Group. And Liana, U.S. inflation is slowing down.
That's right. And it was a bit of a surprise number of when we saw this print for January. Inflation in the U.S. basically slowed to 2.4% year over year versus the 2.7% that we saw in December. Now, economists keep looking for the inflationary pressure of tariffs and the dollar loss in value over the last year, and we really haven't seen that come through yet. Now, they do expect that to show up in inflation sometime during the next year or so, but for right now, what this has done is it's essentially left the path open for the U.S. Fed to do what the market is largely expecting, which is to hold interest rates for a little bit and then start to cut them again later on in the year.
And Air Canada is getting a boost from people paying a little bit extra, or maybe a lot extra, for premium travel.
That's right. And it's premium travel and those longer distance travel that has really helped support the bottom line for Air Canada. In fact, they hit a record level of operating revenue over this last quarter and flipped their fourth quarter earnings from a loss last year to a gain this time this year. And a lot of that, again, was on the premium demand for travel. And that in particular is something that people are looking at doing more of, as well as more international travel. We actually haven't seen as many U.S. and Canadian flights back and forth, so Air Canada's hurting a little bit there, but they are making up for it with that longer haul travel and that premium travel. So it looks like people are spending a few extra dollars on travel and choosing to go elsewhere. That's helping Air Canada's bottom line.
Thanks, Liana. Have a great weekend.
Thank you. You too.
Albertans are expected to spend more this Valentine's Day, and one florist is just trying to keep up. Moneris data indicates our province is above the national average for spending. In 2025, Albertans spent 53% more on Valentine's Day compared to 2024. Moneris also says florists saw a 520% uptick in sales last year. Wild Orchid expects to fill out around 300 Valentine's Day orders. The flower shop says that's more than 4 times their sales in a normal week.
The cost of flowers has gone up, but we're very happy to have this busy days, especially Valentine's and Mother's Day and all these heavier dates are very important for our business.
And Moneris says having Valentine's Day on a Saturday helps push people to spend. You may find that sweets for your sweetie may cost a bit more this year. Chocolate prices are up more than 14%. It's because of the price of cocoa beans. Most of them come from West Africa, which has been having weak harvests because of extreme weather. Chocolate companies buy beans months in advance, so consumers won't see relief for some time. An exit ramp has been closed because of feeder main safety concerns. Here's Tara Nelson with a look ahead to CTV News at 6.
Hi, Ian. The city has shut the Sarcee Trail exit on westbound 16th Avenue. That's because wire snaps have been detected in 2 sections of that pipe. Coming up at 6, an expert weighs in on the possible danger and why closing the area is a wise move. Also ahead, Canada's energy minister addresses a Calgary audience today, focusing on the proposed new pipeline. Coming up, why his message is being characterized as a huge step forward for Alberta. Ian.
Thank you, Tara. Nanos research says a large majority of Canadians believe the United States would support Alberta separating from Canada. In a recent survey of just over 1,000 Canadians, 46% believe it's likely the U.S. would support Alberta leaving Canada. 38% thought it was somewhat likely. Chief Data Scientist Nick Nanos says the numbers show Canadians are taking threats from U.S. President Donald Trump and the vocal contingent of Albertans unhappy with federation seriously.
You know, let's face it. Everybody knows that U.S. President Trump has asserted that he'd be very happy for Canada to be the 51st state. So, you know, that narrative of annexation, connection, whatever you want to call it, is already out there.
Nano says other new data shows 44% of Canadians now see the United States and Trump as a major threat to Canadian security. That's compared to 17% back in 2020. We're counting down the days before it gets cold and snowy. Right now in Calgary, mostly cloudy and 5 degrees. Danielle has the forecast coming up. All right, the long weekend is here for most people, really.
Happy long weekend to you.
Yeah.
And Mother Nature is going to hold out on this spring-ish weather. It'll be warm-ish for a long weekend. 5 degrees is the current temperature. Today's high was 7. And for Valentine's Day tomorrow, a high of 4 degrees. Small chance of some isolated flurries later in the day. 5 for Sunday and mainly sunny skies, and just barely above freezing for Family Day Monday. It's Tuesday will be thrown into winter, and it will be the rest of the week after that. -8 on Tuesday with 5 to 7 centimeters of snow possible.
Thanks, Danielle. The Great Backyard Bird Count is taking place this weekend across Canada and around the world. Birds Canada is hosting the event here. It's a chance to turn just about anyone into a bird watcher. Organizers are asking you to spend just 15 minutes outside starting today to record the birds you see. You're welcome to spend longer and go out to nearby natural areas to look for birds. The hope is many birds will be recorded and the data is used by researchers all over the world.
It's a long-term way to track and assess bird populations. So that's one way. We get to learn a lot about where birds are, what they're doing. This time of year, it's right before spring migration, so we get a snapshot of their populations before they start moving in a big way.
And Birds Canada recommends recording bird activity on one of 2 free apps, Merlin Bird ID and eBird. More information about the bird count is on our website, ctvnewscalgary.ca. And it looks like a lovely weekend to be outside as well. Thanks very much for joining us. Now here's the early edition of the CTV National News.